Now what we're going to do, we're going to take 2 crimps of swivel. We're going to take one of these Mustad 3551 treble hooks. We're going to take about 30 inches of wire. And the reason I use 30 inches of wire is pretty important, because if you're fishing for really big fish, if you use a much smaller piece of wire than that, they'll feel that swivel a lot of times when they're taking the bait, and they'll spit the bait out. So if you're having problems with them spitting the bait out, that may be your problem. Another thing is, I'm using these bait runner reels. If you set that bait runner pretty light, and you'll turn that rod towards that fish instead of letting, I see a lot of people letting it pull off of a rod holder with the rod straight up and down. That can cost you some fish. You want to make sure you try to turn that rod towards that fish when he's running. But anyway, you put these crimps on there, pull them down, crimp them good. Make sure you crimp them good, because that'll lose you a fish sometimes too. And then what I'm going to do, in another video we had already put the stop knot on this line, so I'm going to take a bead, I'm going to run the stop knot up here, I'm going to run this bead on the line, then I'm going to run my float on there. And it doesn't matter what kind of float you use. I try to use a non-weighted float. These are available at Bass Pro or Gander Mountain or whatever. They're just a fill pole float. They're real good because they're light. But any kind of float you find without a weight, you don't want to weight on it if you can get one without it. And then just take to attach this, we're going to use a uni knot, which is very simple. You can look online and find how to tie it. You just make a circle there, go around it about 3 or 4 times. Pull it tight, pull it down, trim your tag end off, and there's your rig. And that will be fishing on the bottom. If you're fishing in 7 to 8 foot of water, this float will actually be, the float's set about 12 foot deep. So what that's going to let you do is follow that fish wherever he's going. If he's running across the river, if he's running across a canal, a resaca, whatever he's doing, you can actually see where he's going. And with using this small braid under the heavy braid, you've got a lot of line capacity. You can use any kind of reel, but if you'll get these bait runner reels like I'm using right here, and you'll set that bait runner really light, you see how light that is? And when that fish stops and he starts again, set the hook on him, keep that line tight. If he's jumping or whatever he's doing, you just keep the line tight and keep him coming to you. If you need any help, send me a private message. I'll see what I can do for you.